All right, I'm going to show you how to set an alarm on your iPhone. To set an alarm, first you'll find the Clock app. It literally looks like a clock on your home screen, but if for some reason you can't find it, just swipe down from the middle of your display and type Clock, and it'll show up. In the Clock app, you have different tabs on the bottom, and to manage your alarms, you'll of course want to go to the Alarms tab first. Now at the top, you'll see the most confusing part of the Clock app, something called Sleep and Wake Up, and below that, Other. When it comes to alarms on your phone, there's two different ways to set up and manage those. The Sleep and Wake Up section is actually a feature from the Health app, letting you set up a full sleep schedule. And here you'll set a bedtime and a wake-up time, which you can adjust by sliding the clock. And you can also enable an alarm tied to that schedule, setting the alarm volume, snooze settings, and whether it repeats daily or on specific days. That's kind of the optimize your sleep way of doing this. The bedtime routine allows you to automatically silence your phone, change the visuals, and otherwise optimize it for your bedtime. Personally, I think it overlaps a little too much with the Clock app and my alarms, so I don't use the bedtime alarms. If you just want a normal, standard smartphone alarm, that's what the Other section is for. Any existing alarms will show up here, and you can toggle them on or off. To create a new one, tap the plus button up top. You can scroll to pick a time, or just tap the numbers directly and type something like 730 to set it to 7:30. Under Repeat, we can choose which days this alarm goes off. You can also label your alarms and give them unique names. I'll call mine Wake Up, since, well, it's time to wake up. Not sure entirely why you'd need labels for these, but I guess it can be helpful if you have a lot of different alarms you're juggling back and forth. And for sound, you can pick from the built-in options or use a custom sound. I've got a separate video on setting up a song as a custom alarm sound, so I'll link that in the description if you're interested. There's also a snooze toggle, where you can enable snooze and set the duration. Once you're happy with everything, tap the checkmark and you're all set. There's your alarm. You can toggle it on and off, or tap the middle of it anytime to go back and adjust. Change the time, customize which days it runs, or delete it entirely from the bottom if you don't need it anymore. One important thing to know, your alarm volume actually follows your ringer volume. If you go to Settings, then Sounds and Haptics, whatever your ringtone volume is set to, that's also going to be your alarm volume. So if you want to make sure you actually hear it, I'd recommend keeping that slider at least halfway up, if not higher. One common mistake people make with their alarms is related to the Change with Buttons setting. So by default, the volume buttons on the side control media playback volume, music, videos, that kind of thing. But they don't affect your ringtone or alarm volume. However, if this Change with Buttons setting is enabled, pressing those side buttons will also control your ringtone and alarm volume. So let's say you're in bed at night, watching some videos on social media, and you turn your volume all the way down so you don't wake anyone else up. If you forget to turn the volume back up, your alarm the next morning will be very quiet or completely silent, and you'll probably miss it entirely. So I'd recommend disabling Change with Buttons. That way, your ringtone and alarm volume stay controlled independently, and you can freely use the side buttons while playing videos or music without ever worrying about it affecting your alarm. One more easy way to set an alarm, just use Siri. Hold down the side button and say, "Set an alarm for 9 a.m. tomorrow," and Siri will handle it for you. There's my one-time alarm for 9 a.m. the next day. So that is how you set alarms on your iPhone. Go ahead and click that like button if this video helped you, and I hope to see you back on the channel. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks all.